So today we are going to do some mod on this door. So this was built by foam board kit, but I have some issues with the door. The issue is the gap on this one. So I don't want to have this gap because I want to maintain the chamber temperature up. I'm targeting up to 50 to 60 degrees within the chamber. So that upgrade will be coming soon. So before that, the first thing I need to do is to modify this door. So you can see this, there will be a kind of gap in between the doors. I modified a little bit because it was not fitting, so I modified a little bit, but still there is a gap in the between the door. So the mode we are going to do is the fridge mode. So let's get into it. So these are the parts I printed for the door mode. So you can see these are all printed in ABS with 3%, 30% infill and 4 walls. So these are all ABS parts I printed out for this mode. You can see I did not have any assembly done yet. So we will walk through the assembly. This is the door mode we are going to do. So it will have a full complete one panel. So there will not be any gap in between. And also this gap between two extrusions will be sealed with the foam tape. And there will be no air escaping from this one. And it will have a solid latch to close the door. And at the side will have the hinge assembly. So these are the parts we 3D printed already. So all these latches, all these parts for the what do we say, hinge, and the assembly for the latch. So the entire part is printed. Now we will assemble. Let's see how it goes. So these are all the 3D printer parts I will be using for this mode, and it's all ready from, I printed it all from the ABS, and these are all ready. And this is a kit I bought. This kit includes all the necessary items for the build, and it includes all the extrusions and all the rubber paddings and everything, and all the hardware items. So let's build this together. So first things first, we will get the extrusions and we will assemble this together. So how it goes, I hope these are two vertical ones which goes this way, and the other one is this way. So it goes this way, and it has a blind connection, so I have to have the thread here. So I have the thread here, so I assemble it this way. So let me get the screw. So I have the screw here with me, and I have, yeah, 4 of them. 4. Okay. So this goes here. I have to get the threaded ones. This will be here. And other one goes here. Okay. So the one is ready, and I will prepare the next one as well. So same way, the screw goes here, the other one is here. And this will be assembled this way. Okay, so I'll get the Allen key. Hope this is the 4 or 3. Yeah, it's right. Okay, so to get this perfectly aligned, yeah, this way. This goes this way. Can get this as much as straight as we can, and to align with this extrusion will be a great idea. Okay, so this is almost ready, and I will get the next one. So now I have this as this way, as like I have all three frames aligned on this corner and the other corner. So if you have a flat surface, it will be very easy for you to align this. Then now next task is to install the acrylic panel, the clear acrylic panel. Let's do that. Adding this panel is very easy once you have the frame, all three sides ready. You can just slide in the panel to the through the this extrusion 2020 extrusion gap, and it just fit inside, and you can just, it's easy to close from the top. So you can just add this and tight this and lock it from the all four sides. So now that's done, and all four sides are pretty good aligned. Now we can just jump to the next step, that is preparing the hinges and the latch. So to prepare the hinges, we have two parts of the hinges. One is the bottom half and the top half. So bottom half will have something like this shape, where the dia 6, I think dia 6 pin goes in here, which is like a press fit, and the other side of it will have two brass bushings here, and which, and then it's like the open and close system, and that's how the open and close system works as per the design. So let's get after it. Let's see how to assemble it. So we have two halves. Two bottom half will have this kind of shape. Yeah, this one, this will be the bottom half. Let's fit together. So we have the pin here, this should go in, should go inside here. Okay, it's kind of a press fit. I think I will have to use a hammer to get this inside. I had to use a wooden hammer to get this in. Still, I will check what is the dimension that you have to be outside. So the pin is around 44.5, 44 mm, 44.5, 6 mm, 7 mm, and there should be like only 25 mm outside, but I have 33 mm, so I have a lot more to go. Let's see how is it. This is 25 mm, and it should have 25 mm externally. Okay, something is wrong. Let's see. So this, when I check into the model, as per the model, the pin is 50 mm, but the pin I have is 45 mm approx. So okay, there's 5 mm difference. So if it's to be 25, okay, 33, let's get this in. So I was able to get this somewhere around 25.1, I think, which is okay for this, and I have one more to go. And what's it? This one. Let me see. Let me do this. So same. Take this. Try to get this in and hammer it. Okay, so I have this as 25.3 and approximate 25.1, so it looks perfect for me. So we have this ready. Now it's 10 of this one, and we have to have the bushings. So these are the brass bushings. Okay, so this should go in here. Okay, so let's start with that. I have 4 of these here as per the design. Let's see how it goes. And this, okay, let's make smooth. Okay, good. Now that's done, we have to get this in here. This is going to be challenging. Okay, let's try to get this inside. I think the best way to get this in will be to press with this. Yeah, okay, that works. That works. That worked. Okay. Now that worked. Okay. Okay. Okay, let me get this in. So after multiple trial and error, I was able to get this inside because I got to hammer it a bit to get this inside. So this looks kind of a little bit smooth, but this one I have a bit, it's just a little tight here. I don't know why. Maybe the alignment is the issue. So anyway, in the long run, I think it's going to be fine with the with the bushings. Okay, but this slides very smooth, but this one is bit harder compared to the other one. Okay, anyway, so now this done. It's time to get into the latch system working. So I have this aside to, so I think this is 8mm ones. So I have this, the top one, the bottom one, and this is I think the fixed ones. So this goes somewhere here and screw it down with this. So I think I need to have a heat insert here. So this goes here this way, and these ones will be assembled such as this. Yeah, one goes here on the downwards, other on the top. So this way. Okay, so let's get this done. In the package I have one heat insert and one screw, so there is no room for error. I have to fix this properly. Okay, I will get this first. I will get this, but I don't need this now, but I need this. So this will go here. So I don't have any issues because I have it insert I have with me. Even if this is not okay, I can have another one. So this goes here. Okay, let's get this. So now heat insert is on place, and I have this. I will assemble this with the screw. So I don't want to tight it like very tight. It should be smooth because the heat insert is just inside, and I don't want to have a very big load on that one. So just lock it down and that's it. Just a little bit tight, just enough to lock this. Okay, now that's done. I have to move to the next step, is to fix this. I think 2 screws will go here, which will have the limited opening and closing, which will limit the opening and closing with using the slot here. Okay, so I need to see what the model look like. So what I will do is I will take 2 M3 SHCS and I will just tap it on plastic. I'm not using any, as per the design there is no insert, nothing. It's just fix it to the plastic. So I don't want to tight it too much that it will rip my thread inside and comes out. So I just tight it to just flush it to the surface, the head flush to the surface. That's it. I don't want to over tighten and get the screw out. Okay, and just straight in. You should be very careful to not to rip the thread, and you should not make any damage to the part, because I will have to reprint it again. Okay, so looks good, and I will thread it. Using a tab was a little bit easier. Anyways, once again, I don't want to over tight this because it's just for the limit, just to limit the movement of the door, the latch. Okay, now that's done, and this is done, and this is how it looks like. I think it will. Okay, so this is, I think some this way. I don't know how it's going to lock. Okay, let's see. And it should be inside, and okay, so it locks this way and opens and goes out, and when it comes into it will lock here. So this is how it locks. So this will be fixed part to the frame, and when the door moves in, it just locks here. Okay, it's pretty strong, it doesn't slip. Okay, perfect. Now that's done. The next step is to have, okay, this will limit the amount it can open. The next step is, I think the two bushings will go here. As per the drawing, I have two left. I don't know what's it. I couldn't find it. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I have two more left, which will be installed here and here. Okay, let me get it done. That was easier than I expected, because what I did is I have this rod. I just insert this rod here, put the bushing, the bushing, and I just use one of, I don't know, I got this from somewhere, the key, the locker. I put this, and I have the second half with me, and I just put this inside. It was very easy compared to the other one. It was very easy. Yeah, and this is straight. I can feel it. This is straight. Okay, that was easy. So now that's done. The next step is to install the magnets. When you install the magnet, the issue I always have is the polarity. So I install this way. So easiest way is to have it fixed there, and just take the opposite part. I'm not using any glue because I feel this is like very press fit, because I did not compensate for any shrinkage. I did not scale it up for the shrinkage. So I feel this is pretty tight, and let's see. So this is, it should go this way in. Take it, and I will have to press it down somehow. And remember, don't always take care of the polarity. Once it's pressed in, since I'm not using the glue, I can take it out somehow, but still I don't want to mess this. Okay, that's in. Let me check the polarity. My God. Okay, so this works. This works. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So the other half. The same way, I will install the first magnet, and I will match the magnet to this polarity. Okay, so this is in. If it comes out at some point, I will just glue it in. Now I'm not going to glue it or do something on that, and I just want to fix this. Okay, so I take the magnet, I just put it over this and check if it slides in. It's better. If not, I will take it out and do it. Yeah, so this should go this way in. It's supposed to be this way. Okay, I hope I didn't change the polarity. Okay, this works. Okay, so that's it. Press it down firmly. I don't know, I always have the issue with magnet, but this time I was right with the magnet. Yes, this is very hard to push this in. So the other half looks fine, and this looks fine. So the latch looks fine. The next step is to have this the rods in. I think it will not go all the way in. I think it's limited to some depth. So I need to see what is the depth it needs to go. So as per the design, it should go 29 mm deep. So 29 mm deep. If I go 29 mm deep, 29 minus 44. So almost 15 to 15 mm on the top. It will have 15 mm on top. So I need to figure out a way how can I press this in, because the hammer way is not yeah, okay. That was something very easy. Perfect. It's 15. That was easy. Okay. That went smooth. The other one, it was very smooth. Okay. That was good. So this one is 16. 1 mm deep. 1 mm deep. And it should be good. 16 mm should work fine, because it will have some clearance on the top. Not this way. Should be on top. Okay. 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 So that's it. And it works. It's the fixed part. And once I open this way. Okay. That's good. It looks good. The assembly went well. And I have this part ready. And I have the hinges ready. Now it's time to mount it onto the machine. Oh, before that I should have some magnet to be assembled here. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, I have 8 magnets more to be fixed. Let me get it fixed faster. I installed every magnet, and nothing. I did not use any glues as of now. Glue and fix it as of now. Okay, it was perfectly fit inside. So in case if it's coming out in the future at some point, I will remove it and fix it back with the glue. I don't think it will come out because it's tight inside. It's very tight. I had to fix it very hard to go inside. Okay, now this flush with the surface, and I can just boom. That's it. So it's very good fit. I like it. And here as well it's very nice fit. Okay, so let's get into the machine. Now the first task is to remove these doors from the machine. Okay, so my print is complete. I will just take, so I'm printing some brackets for my car, custom phone mount bracket for my car. So this is just a first proto version. I have to check this with the car. Okay, so this is the part. This is ready. Now this is ready. So printing was, it was good. It was clean and there's no issue with the print. Very nice part. See, very nice and clean. And the radius, the radius comes perfect. Okay, anyway, now that is done, we'll get into this. Now I'll remove all this door hinges and everything, get it ready to mount our fridge door mode. Now let's remove this and get ready with the new door. See, this is, oh, that was hard. So this is the issue because I have the gap in between these things. It's not keeping the chamber properly heated. It was the main issue. I don't know, I've used glue for this one or else I can reuse the magnet again. Okay, so now that's done. We have one more. 2 and 3. Okay, so now that's out. We have Voron ready for the new door. So the first things first, these things. So these hinges are the first one. The bush ones will go on the top, which connects to the door, and the fixed one, the rod fixed one, will be connected to the machine frame. So I will do something like this somewhere here. Get it screwed by the screw here, and one on the bottom somewhere here, and I will attach the other panel to the frame. Then I put the frame and just tie the screws to align the position. Okay, let it get it down on the frame. And now that is assembled and fixed on place, and here, so the door looks like this. So it is kind of full covering. So you can see this is like a normal full one door. Now what I'm going to do is I will have to add the foam tape. I'll have to add the foam tape. I will add the foam tapes around this and all the four corners, and I will be able to get this sealed inside the temperature. Finally, we are done with the assembly. So this functions well, the door and the closing latch, and this gives a complete new look to my printer. And the opening and closing, this is something I need to work on. What I need to do, I have the rubber paddings for this, so I need to cut to 45 degrees to have flush to this, and I need to have all four sides. Once that's done, it will be completed and it should work smoothly. Okay, that's done. So this was like very easy mode to get into a complete engineering grade printer, where I need to have I'll have to print some engineering materials. So towards that step, this is my first mode. And the second thing what I'm going to do is to have some chamber filament temperature sensor that I need to figure out how to mount it and where to mount it to get optimum temperature. So that will be the second step. So now this is done, and I will add the padding and the foam tape to this. It should work perfectly fine. Okay, see you in the next video. Bye. Happy printing. It's the final view of my fridge door mode. I added the foam tape all around, and even the rubber bushings or the rubber sealing on the entire side. And now this works like this is perfect, and this is inside is completely sealed, and this looks like very good upgrade for my printer, and I like it. So once that complete, now next task is to get the chamber temperature setup. So I will let you know what I'm going to do with this one. I have to think about it, how to get the proper chamber temperature, and also how to mount the sensor to get the chamber temperature details.